Angel Reese had an absolutely dominant game, MVP style performance. The Sky lost to the Mystics, but it's not her fault at all.
Alright, sir, before getting into the real reason why the Chicago Sky lost, I have to start with basically the final play of this game because it's worth talking about. Tie ball game with around 3 seconds left, Shakira got fouled by E-Will, and she made the free throws that decided the game. Now, from one view that's going around, it seemed like E-Will got all ball, so from that angle, it's the wrong call. But from the broadcast view, maybe E-Will bumped into Shakira's back while she was going up for the layup, but it's hard to tell. But I'm just trying to make some sense of this call, since the WNBA doesn't have a last 2-minute report like the NBA, which should definitely be implemented for sure. It's a very questionable call, but there's a reason why they didn't actually have a challenge left to challenge this foul. Tyler Marsh wasted a challenge on what was definitely a loose ball foul on Ariel. It started off as all ball, but she eventually caught Shakira's hand. Funny thing is, although there was probably some icing at play because of the review time, Shakira actually missed both of the free throws. They just couldn't get a rebound and let her score, which may or may not be the real reason why the Sky lost. At the end of the day, I'm not using officiating to justify why the Sky lost this game for a few reasons. The Mystics take the most free throws in the league. They have a physical front court and a crafty foul baiter, so because of their play style, the free throws are just baked into their DNA, and that should be expected. Also, I think that since Angel got a hefty amount of free throws, deserved free throws, then it should be easier to accept that this game wasn't really on the refs like that. Also, staying on the free throws, even though the Mystics shot a bunch of them, they actually only made around 55% of them when they usually make around 73, 74% of them. So the Sky got breaks, they were begging for the Sky to win this game. This game shouldn't have even been in the hands of the refs, but the Sky couldn't help themselves. Their last loss to the Mystics came down to turnovers, and this loss came down to rebounding and turnovers. The Mystics got 14 points off turnovers and 16 second chance points. No Camilla, and it's a big Washington front court, but no, I just wasn't impressed by the rebounding effort. And the points off turnovers come from not having a point guard, a reliable one since Mariah only played 4 minutes. Rachel had 4 turnovers, Ariel had 5 turnovers. These players could actually be really nice if they were put in roles that were suited for them, but the point guard role is not for them. Get a point guard. This is why I was hesitant to make that video that I made about the Minnesota game and Angel and the refs. On one hand, that's a big problem regardless, that needs to be fixed. Glad that she got her free throws this game, and she should continue to get free throws. But every single time that something else gets blamed for the loss, then Jeff Pagliacco wins because instead of talking about his bad roster construction, the conversation is about the refs or how the Sky are keeping games close, when if Jeff actually built a good roster, then the Sky wouldn't have to settle for keeping games close. They'd actually be winning games, especially with the production that they've been getting out of Angel and Camilla when she's been playing. It's Jeff's fault for why a second-year player has to put up MVP-style numbers every night to keep this terrible roster competitive. It's Jeff's fault for hiring Tyler Marsh as the head coach. Everything leads back to Jeff, so win or lose, I'm still gonna call out the real reason why things are the way they are right now. Anyways, the Chicago Sky played the Dallas Wings tonight. Paige Beckers versus Angel Reese. The first game that they played was a solid game, so it would be nice to have another one of those. Really excited to watch them play, but also that means that Tyler Marsh and Chris Koklanis are coaching in the exact same game, so just have to take the good with the bad. Just gotta edit this in. This happened right after I finished editing the video. Angel Reese is a cover athlete for NBA 2K26. 2K Barbie. Big dubs. This is so deserved. Not gonna lie, I stopped playing 2K, but I might get 2K26 just for WNBA mode. But yeah, this is really nice. Angel Reese is the main character of the WNBA.